guys, guess who's back, bitches? Oh yes, and I'm back with some books to show you. So I went to my local library, and it's the big library, and they had a load of new stock in, and they had some old stock that they were selling off, and basically you can fill up a carry bag for £1. So I had a look at the shelves, and there were quite a few books I was interested in, so I started filling up the carry bag, and the library assistant was like, don't worry if you overfill the bag, because we're trying to get rid of this stock, so just take extras if you want. So I was like, you don't have to tell me twice. And my nan even put a book in that she wanted herself. So this is where I'm going to show you the books that I chose from the library sale. First book being Missing, and this is by Catherine MacPhail. And this is about a girl called Maxine, and her parents had to do the worst thing possible. They had to confirm the identity of her brother Derek. So her brother, who was just missing, is now officially dead. And then Maxine, she gets this phone call, and the voice sounds just like her brother Derek. So she doesn't know what to think. She's like, whoa, is this actually Derek? Is Derek actually alive? Or is someone just playing a trick on her? She doesn't quite know what to think. So it sounds like one of those great YA thriller sort of reads. Then I picked up Poison, and this is by Chris Wooding. I really like that sort of spooky cover there with the haunted house and the twigs around it. It has that sort of dark effect to it. But this is about Poison, and she is a country girl. She's quite argumentative and stubborn, and she discovers that her younger sister has been snatched by the fairies, and this is fairies spelled like PH, and she decides to seek out the fairy lord herself to get her back. But finding him is not easy, and he's a little preoccupied when she does. So it sounds like it's going to be one of those fairy sort of reads, like with a bit of mystery and fantasy involved. And then I was quite excited to find this one, and that is The Poison Diaries, and this is by Wood Northumberland. And it doesn't really give a lot what it is about on the actual back cover. All it says is Foxglove, Oleander, Moonseed, Belladonna, Love. In the right dose, everything is a poison. There you have it there, and on the front it says there is no cure for love. So now I just want to know more. I picked up The Boy Free Zone, and this is by Veronica Bennett, and this is about Annabelle, and she lives in a small town where there aren't many boys around until Sebastian arrives. He is 17 and handsome, and he is having quite an impact on Annabelle and her friends. Passions run high, but most surprising of all is the discovery of the power that lies within Annabelle's own hands. So it sounds like one of those sort of romancy, gripping reads, and hopefully Adus enjoys it. Then I picked up the 5th book in the 7 Tower series by Garth Nix. This one is called Into Battle. I do own the first one, and the first one is called The Fall. Here on the front page you have the first 4 books, this being the first one here, and I've heard this series is actually quite good for a middle grade series, so I'm looking forward to beginning that when I get round to it. Then I got Eclipse, the movie cover paperback, because I own the first and the second book with the movie covers, and then I found this one with a movie cover, so I was like, why not, to add it to my movie cover collection. Then I picked up North Side of the Tree. Quite an eerie sort of nice cover because it's obviously blue. We all know I like blue. This is by Maggie Prince. This is actually a sequel to a book called Raiders Tide, but I just picked it up because it's blue. I'm not gonna lie, I picked it up. But it says what this one is about is Beatrice dreams of an enemy she once saved from certain death, a raider from over the border. When news of Robert's capture and imprisonment reach her, she knows she must help him once more. But how can she rescue an enemy from the dungeons of Lancaster Castle? How can she avoid being captured herself? And must she betray the man she loves for the sake of the one that she adores? So I'm not sure if I have to read the first one to read this one. Maybe I'll see if I can get the first one, because it actually does sound quite intriguing. Oh, there's a little hangman thing there. Oh. This one looks cool. Look at this cover. Whoa, letters everywhere. But this is called Exchange. I've seen this around, I think. But this is by Paul Maggers. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm not entirely sure. But It says here, a bookshop is crammed with wonders, a lost friendship rediscovered, sinister secrets, and a terrible act of revenge. Simon, a 16-year-old boy, moves into his grandparents' claustrophobic bungalow. United by various appetites for novels, Simon and his grandmother stumble across the Great Big Book Exchange, a bookshop with a difference. They must meet impulsive Gothic Kelly and her boss, and their friendships forged in the Great Book Exchange result in startling and unsettling consequences for all of them. Ooh. And then I was surprised when I found this because I recognised the author because I actually read a recent book by her that I actually really liked. But I found Boyproof, and it's by Cecil Castellucci. And yes, I read The Queen of Cool by Cecil Castellucci just recently. So I was like, oh, let's see what this one's like. But this is interesting because it says on the back here, her name is Egg. She named herself after the kick-ass heroine of her favourite sci-fi movie, Terminal Earth. She knows the right answers, she's in control, and she can't be bothered with friends, especially opposite sex. As far as she's concerned, she's boy-proof and she likes it that way. So it sounds like one of those kick-ass heroine girls. What? But look at those eyes. Especially those tangerine eyebrows. You've been tangoed. You certainly have, dear. I've seen this book around, and now that I've seen this one, I feel like I want to get the other ones, but like I found Later Gator, and this is by Lauren Miracle. Wow. And it's like the sequel that comes after TTYL and TTFN, and it's written like in instant messenger sort of thing, so that's why I think it's like quite interesting. So I'm like, oh, that sounds intriguing. So hopefully I can find the first 2 books to get to read in this, because now I have this, you know, let's start reading it. And finally, I was well surprised when I found this because I absolutely love this front cover, even though I already have this book, but I love it. And it's Delirium by Lauren Oliver, and I managed to find it in hardback. I can't believe they were selling this off. I was just like, I have to have it, especially because it's in hardback. Well proud. It's in awesome condition as well, but oh yes. But we all know what this is about, but if you don't, I will just read the back quickly. They say that the cure for love will make me happy and stay forever, and I'm always believed them until now. Everything has changed. I'd rather be infected with love for the tiniest sliver of a second than live 100 years suffocated by a lie. But now I have this hardback. I'm just like, oh yes, super happy I got this. Super lucky I found this. So there you have it. Those are the books that I got in my library sale. I'm super happy I got them. Let me know in the comments below if you have read them or if you're interested in any of them. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!